This morning, the skies across Delhi NCR were clearly smoggy, to say the least. The pollution in the air is being breathed and felt by all. I must tell you that the air quality index this morning touched about 400. Residents clearly, all of us woke up to a thick layer of smog today. It could be seen, it could be felt when we were breathing. And it has, compared to the last week, which was relatively better, in fact, and we thought perhaps the smoggy days are over, but it has taken a sharp plunge this morning. In the absence of steady winds also, that could have constantly helped the breeze and the air then flow toward other areas. But for now, smog is likely to persist. This is, remember, also coinciding with the Chhath Puja celebration that's happening. And many residents across Delhi NCR, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, they follow this religious festivities. And that's why they have to not only extend the outdoors hours that they have to be in areas where even though air quality and water quality added to it has been at its poorest. Yamuna River in Delhi has been covered with a thick layer of white froth. It's a striking, troubling sight, and sadly where the festivities also are happening.
दिल्ली एनसीआर में जैसे जैसे टेम्परेचर कम होता जा रहा है वैसे ही वैसे इस पूरे इलाके में खासतौर से दिल्ली और एनसीआर में पॉल्यूशन का स्तर बढ़ता चला जा रहा है। अगर हम पीएम 2.5 की बात करें तो वो इतना ज्यादा इस हवा में घुल चुका है कि इस वक्त इसका असर सीधे विजिबिलिटी पर भी पड़ने लगा है। एक्यूआई 400 पार पहुंच गया है और हम कर्तव्य पथ पे मौजूद हैं। कुछ ही दूरी पर राष्ट्रपति भवन है जो क्लीन यहां से एकदम साफ नजर आता है, लेकिन आप देखिए इतना ज्यादा स्मॉग है कि बिल्कुल कुछ भी नजर नहीं आ रहा। आगे सिर्फ और सिर्फ धुंध ही धुंध नजर आ रही। आप कहीं भी नजर आप अगर घुमाएंगे, जो पेड़ है उनके बीच में भी आपको हर तरफ सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपको स्मॉग नजर आएगा।
And it's not just the water quality that's going poor, it's also as much the froth in Yamuna. This is one of our biggest, most important rivers that is currently covered in froth during the festive season of Chhath Puja, where the devotees have to go toward this water body. The Delhi High Court has said that such puja celebrations and prayers cannot even be permitted at a point like this, where the river is so polluted that even the devotees can fall sick. India today, meanwhile, decided to do an investigation, collect the water samples from key locations along the river and got it tested for toxicity. So watch this special report about what we found, what we otherwise consider a holy dip in the Yamuna.
A lifeline for thousands in Delhi. The Yamuna River has increasingly become a source of concern, especially during the auspicious Chhath Puja week. Even the Delhi High Court on Wednesday said it cannot allow puja rituals along the banks as the river was highly polluted and that the devotees will fall sick. As the faithful prepare to take the holy dip, concerns over alarming pollution levels in the river water are rising. India today decided to conduct a safety check on the quality of Yamuna water with the help of the Sri Ram Institute.
Today, early morning, we have reached at the Sri Ram Institute of Industrial Research, where we are joined by scientists who will be accompanying us to the different Chhath Ghats, and we will get you the reports that whether you can take that dubki in the Yamuna River. We're at Wazirabad right now. This is the point from where the Yamuna water is reaching the national capital from Haryana, and then it will be flowing forward. This is our first point from where we will be picking up the sample of Yamuna that will then be sent for test. So he'll now be actually putting this depth sample in the Yamuna to collect the water sample that will now be sent in for testing to the Sri Ram Institute.
Each parameter tells us about the state of Yamuna's health. For example, the pH levels measure how acidic or alkaline the water is, with an ideal pH range for safe water being between 6.5 and 8.5. Color and odor are very obvious indicators of contamination. Clear, odorless water is typically safer. We're now at the ITO barrage in the heart of Delhi, where the water quality often changes due to untreated sewage flowing in. We're measuring the water's electrical conductivity that helps gauge the presence of dissolved salts. The lab experts also check for turbidity, or the cloudiness of water. The samples are sealed and stored in an ice box to maintain integrity.
We finally reached our final and end spot here at the Kalindi Kunj. Here as well, Chhath will be celebrated, and we've already collected water from the Yamuna, from the point at Wazirabad ITO, and this is our end point. Remember, the toxic froth visuals had appeared from this very place, and hence it will be significant to see that what are the parameters that will be coming in the end result from the water.
The test for dissolved oxygen, which is done on site, indicates the amount of oxygen present in the river water, a vital factor for supporting life of any form in the river. The 3 samples will be analysed under 16 different parameters to check whether the Yamuna water meets basic standards for public use. Key markers include pH level, total alkalinity, total hardness and iron levels. Additionally, a high presence of coliform bacteria or E. coli would be a clear red flag. A day later, we got the test reports. And there's bad news for all 3 locations, as the water samples have failed on all the standard parameters. Broadly, the Yamuna water is totally unfit for drinking or bathing at all 3 places. Dissolved oxygen, which is a marker of healthy water, is critical at all 3 locations. DO should be equal to or more than 5, and it's less than 5 at all 3 locations. The WHO says for river water, the total bacterial count should be less than 100 CFU. The total bacterial count is extremely high in Yamuna, which indicates that the water is polluted. Ammoniacal nitrogen. If this is above 1, it causes acidity and is harmful for river fauna. Phosphate. High phosphate concentration causes frothing, an indicator of polluted water. E. coli and streptococci. The presence of these bacteria are an indicator of untreated sewage in the river. High bacterial count is harmful and can cause gastrointestinal diseases. Interestingly, river water sample from Wazirabad had better parameters, suggesting that the water that comes in from Haryana is of better quality. But the moment it reaches Delhi, it gets mixed with sewage heavily.
Actually, if we see, as far as the rituals are concerned for this Chhath Puja or others, so frankly speaking, we can say that this water is not fit for the drinking or for bathing purpose. But because the rituals are there, they are taking dips and all, and it definitely will affect their health also. Like they may get water during the festival, they are also having the water, taking small amount, but they are taking in. Suppose if it is drank by the people, it may cause the gastrointestinal disease because the presence of bacteria is much more than the prescribed or desired limit.
It can have lot of side effect. It can be short-term side effect. Like I've jumped into Yamuna, I've gone from Chhath Puja, I've contaminated myself. It can lead to lot of irritation in the eyes. It can lead to lot of contact dermatitis, lot of rashes, lots of allergies of the skin, and sometimes it can lead to fungal infection. Sometimes it gets inhaled and leads to nasal irritation, and allergies can predispose. Some asthmatic can have asthmatic attacks.
The lifeline of Delhi, now slowly dying and becoming a threat to its citizens. With video journalist Nasir, Shreya Chatterjee and Sushant Mehra for India Today.